Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm excited to be working in my Hemlock and Oak daily journal. We are going to be journaling together and setting up April for my daily journal. Now, if you're not familiar with my Hemlock and Oak daily journal, I do have a playlist and I recommend to check it out if you're new here, or you can just watch them and get some kind of inspiration through watching my videos and my journal with me videos as well. Anyways, so let's take a look at March. As you guys know, I have been doodling and using stickers to fill in my monthly calendar. It's been a lot of fun. I really love how these are turning out. I used to do these back in the day, and I'm enjoying doing them again now. So in March, I did a lot of these types of layouts where I kind of documented the time for each moment that I was talking about or journaling about. I used this really old Kelly Perky stamp set. It's not available anymore, but if I find something similar to this, I will add it in the description box for you. But as you can see, I use a lot of stamping, a lot of my own doodling, a lot of stickers as well. This journal has been a great place for me to use my stickers, use my creativity, use my markers, all the stuff. It's just been so much fun, and I love having that space to do that. Again, there's that little time documentation there, and this was a good day to do that because there was so many little tidbits to create a surprise party for my dad. So it was fun to use that stamp set to do that. Also, I do kind of use some of like a mix and match of my own stickers, and also I do use the stickers that I buy, and I'll share with you in a little bit because I've been asked a lot about that, about how I create my own stickers from some of my older kits. But there's a lot of stickers that I do myself, like things like that, where I purchase printable stickers and print them on larger sheets. I also have been using larger words as well. This is a good time to, like, if you don't have a lot of journaling going on and you want to fill out your page, it's a good time for you to use like large, big titles. Again, more large, big titles. I use that number stamp again to create the time. Actually, I'm going to share with you that number stamp real quick. Okay, so this is the stamp set that I'm talking about. I really, really like the stamp set, and I've had it for a very long time, but I'm sure if you kind of look around, you'll probably be able to find something similar. And again, I'll look for that as well because I know a lot of people are going to ask me about it. My husband came home that week, so I kind of journaled about that. I'll use stickers for work, Sabine, just jazz band, little dog stamp. And then we're going to be documenting March 23rd today. And if you watched my last journal with me video, I shared these printables for Ramadan, which I offer in my Etsy shop. And we're going to actually use those. Let me grab them real quick. We're going to use those today. I do want to stick them down in the right spots. I didn't do it last time because I wanted to make sure that Ramadan starts on the 23rd, because usually we don't know when it exactly starts because they just kind of wait on the moon sighting. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick those down with you, and then we'll journal and set up April. Talking about stickers, I wanted to mention that as well before we start. I use all my printable or digital stickers, kits, scrapbooking kits, anything that I have, I will create little stickers out of them. I'll use a sticker sheet, get them printed. I'll create this in Canva. So I feel like, let's say I feel like I use a lot of book stickers, and so I'll add multiple book stickers on one sheet. I love this sticker here, and it's like a FaceTime sticker. and I do FaceTime a lot of my friends online. And so I use that one as well a lot. I love the currently because I do try to document the currentlies at the end of the week. So on Sundays, usually. And as you can see, I use a lot of them. This is definitely a great way to use your digital stuff. Just get them printed on sticker sheets. Again, I use a lot of it. I literally just printed this one out. I had a hard time with this one a little bit. You can see there's a lot of mess going on up here, but I got a scan and cut. I love the machine, but I'm still learning how to use it. I'm really struggling getting the machine to get the lines around boxes and stuff. If you have any tips on that, definitely send them my way. But I'm really struggling with that. I kind of messed up with this one, but I'm still going to use it. And I love that you can just peel this off and use it as a sticker in your daily journal. And I get to use all those beautiful digital kits and stickers in my daily journal. So basically that's what I did with my Ramadan printable. I just printed them on sticker paper, and now I can just peel it off and add it to my daily journal. But anyways, let's get to it. Like I said, I do want to add these little moon phases to my days. And so I'm going to just grab day 2, and I'm going to just add them to this bottom section here. I think this is going to be a good place for me to add the sticker, maybe stamp the number. So what I'm thinking is day 1, day 2, day 3. I know it's on the sticker as well, but you guys know me. I love stamping as well. So I thought it would be fun to add the number and like bold numbers. That way, when I'm looking through my daily journal, I know this is Ramadan days, if that makes sense. So I'm going with it. I'm just going to add my numbers. And as you can see, you get them on 2 separate sheets. So you need to keep in mind that you're putting the right number on the right day. But let's get to it. I'm just going to fast forward this real quick while I'm sticking these down, because it is pretty boring. And I'm basically just adding it right underneath the day of the week. Okay, so I'm almost done, but I did want to mention that my printer is not the best printer ever. It's so old, and I've noticed this year it is struggling with the colors and the printing. And it's still, it still has some life in it. So I'm still using it to print my stickers and stuff. But even when it's not the best, it's still okay. And why I'm telling you this is because I wanted you to know that the colors of these phases of the moon, or this printable, is so much better. If you have a better printer than myself, is just not the best printer quality. So hopefully soon I will get a new one and my stickers and stuff would look much, much better. But I mean, you know, it is a daily journal. It's not a big deal, so I'm not gonna overthink it. Anyways, we are almost done. I'm just gonna add day 30. And so Eid is gonna be on the 22nd, which is pretty cool. So anyways, I have those stuck down now, so I can kind of move on from that. And we can go back to March 23rd, which I do want to journal and bring you along. So basically, I want to use a large number stamp to add to my Ramadan days. I'm not going to do every single day today. I'm just going to focus on the 23rd for today, but I want to use the same number stamp for each day in Ramadan. So let me look through my number stamps and grab something that will fit in this space, but I want it to be bold. Okay, so I found something, and I'm thinking I want to go with the outline. I think I'm going to stamp the outline and then decide if I just use my markers to color it in or do I use my ink pads. But I like this number stamp set because it's thin enough to fit here in the space, but it's also big and bold. So that's what I was looking for. So I'm basically just going to go ahead, ink it up, and stamp it right underneath my sticker. Now, my journal is getting really, really chunky on this side. So I have been using a pencil board to help me journal and stamp and things like that. It has been helpful, but my stamping is not like as crisp and perfect as I would like it to be. But again, it's not a big deal. The journal is pretty big, so it's okay. But this stamp is working out perfectly. It fits nicely. I could even come out a little bit further out from the fold, but it's not a big deal. I think I'm going to use the filler as well because I do want to add some type of color there. It could be just a basic gray if I wanted to. Let me think about it for a second. What color do I want to use? Okay, so I'm thinking I might go with the gold for this one. I might regret this, but I think I want to go with the golds. I really like this yellow. This is from the Stamp Market, and that yellow is really, really pretty. The Stamp Market ink pads have some of the prettiest colors. I'm not a fan of the ink itself, but I've moved past it so I can use these beautiful colors. And as you can see, it actually looks really, really good. Yeah, I'm just going to stick to the yellow. I was thinking for a second if I should go with a darker, like they don't match, but yeah, I'm going with the yellow. I'm just going to let them match. Okay, so now that I have that done, I also wanted to do something different here. For Ramadan, I was hoping that that bottom portion right underneath the one would be what we ate that day. So in Ramadan, we're fasting all day and we break our fast at iftar, which is when the sun sets. And the eating part of Ramadan isn't as important, but it's the time when everybody breaks their fast together. And so even when people are busy and they're fasting, when it's time to break your fast, everyone is free and sitting together and eating together and being grateful for the food we have and the time we have together. So, so basically, the eating time is not as important, but it is as well. And I want to kind of document what we ate that day or what I cooked that day for iftar. So what I'm thinking is grabbing one of my Ramadan stamps, maybe stamping iftar or something there. And then this space would be my journaling. Let's see, I'm going to go through my stamp sets and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this Ramadan stamp set. Love the stamp set. I got to collaborate with Kelly Perky on this one. And I'm thinking to just stamp iftar. Or maybe I'm gonna grab a label actually. Maybe add a little tiny label there and then just stamp iftar in there and then journal. Okay, so let's go through my labels. These sizes would be perfect. These are Studio Calico labels. Just need a color that's not too bold. Actually, this navy might work. Or a black. Here's some black ones. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. So maybe just a navy. Okay, we're going with navy. Okay, I'm gonna stamp iftar. And the first day of iftar, we ate chicken and rice, salad, all that good stuff, soup, dates, and I grabbed this stamp set, and this little bowl here looked like rice in a bowl. So I was thinking I would just stamp that to kind of, now the chopsticks don't really work. Oh, that's too big. Doesn't fit in there. But you know what? I'm trying to think. Hold on. Let me just check what I have. Ooh, I found another one. Hold on. I think I found something smaller that will fit. And yes, they have chopsticks, and that's not Middle Eastern at all. But it's not a big deal. And it looks like it's noodles. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stamp the bowl only. Okay, sorry, I got a phone call. But anyways, I was saying that I can just stamp the bowl without the chopsticks and the noodles. And I'll just be okay with that. I can always draw my own rice. My own rice and chicken. Let me just stamp that right there. And then I'll just get my pen and draw like rice. Okay, so I got that. Now I can just journal about what we ate that night or what I cooked that night. But I do want to switch out my pen, so let me grab my pen. So I did want to mention that I have been using the Zebra Sarasa, the clip, 0.5, and these are the vintage colors, and I believe this is the blue gray, and I am loving it. As you can see, like it's not so dark, like if you were to use black. Like I've been using it for a while. Like I use it on and off basically. This is black, but a thinner nib. But I really like this, and I know I'm gonna run out soon. Oops, so I need to like order some more. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and journal about iftar. Okay. So we got that journaled. I will add some color to my bowl. And now we can kind of journal about the day. So on that day, I was kind of like Uber for Laith because Laith's car broke down. Yes, we are buying him a new car this month. Literally, we were just talking about taking him that weekend to shop for a new car, and his car broke down. So now we have to fix it so we can trade it in. So I do want to talk about, that's why you can see here, not again, because his car broke down. So I was his like Uber driver today. So I do want to document that. So I want to add maybe a little car, maybe stamp Uber. Looking at it now, I'm really considering doing a mind map, but it's all pointing from number 1. So from my number for Ramadan, I'm really considering it because I think it would be a fun, different way to journal for the month. So I might do that. So let's try it out. We're going to try it. I always say this, like throughout my whole daily journal, you see so many different methods and ways and different things because I just try everything and find new ways to journal, and I love it. And I always feel like it keeps you motivated when you change it up from day to day or week to week. So let's do that. I think I'm going to look for a car stamp, and I do want to stamp Uber driver maybe. Let's see. Okay, I also grabbed the number stamp, and I'm thinking about doing the time as well. Not sure. I don't feel like I have enough space for that, so I might not do that. Oh, I really like the idea, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. So what I'll do is, let me stamp the car first and kind of decide from there. I'll just stamp it as high as I can go to give my space, or to give myself some space for like the mind map situation. Okay, and then I also want an alpha. Let's do the Uber driver with this alpha. Actually, I shouldn't call myself an Uber driver because I was not getting paid. Like, I don't mind being an Uber driver as long as I'm getting paid, but I was definitely not getting paid to do this. But it's okay. He definitely needs a new car. So we're just gonna go ahead and stamp Uber. And then I'll kind of, in my journaling, mention things that we did or where I took him, because he had a hair appointment that I had to take him to, and I kind of waited for him, did some shopping while waiting for him. So I might add all that in the same journaling, or I might do that separate. I'm not even sure. It all just depends on how much space I have, because I did meet up with my brother by accident because I was waiting for my son, and my brother called and we were chatting. He goes, "Where you at? I hear music." And I was like, "I'm in Old Navy." And so he was basically, "Oh my gosh, I'm like right next door." And we just met up. So I might just add all of that in there. Let me see. Let me actually also add my line so I know kind of where everything falls. That's the easiest way for me when I'm doing a mind map like that. So I can do this, and I know this section is about like the Uber situation. And if I go like this, now I know I can stamp something or use a sticker here for a different story. Kind of gives me an idea where everything falls, if that makes sense. So because I don't have a lot of space, I'm not gonna stamp Uber driver. I'm just gonna stamp Uber, and in my little story, I kind of mention what's going on. And as you guys know, if you've watched any of these videos, you know I like to journal in sections to make sure that I have enough space for the next story, or I have enough space for the story I'm journaling about. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these away and then grab my pen and journal about this little section here, or this little story throughout my day. Okay, so I got a few little points in my journaling done. I like to do that, kind of combine different stories so I don't have to like stamp out all the titles or add all the stickers to kind of represent a story. Just kind of have them all sectioned out in one space. It just makes life easier. Anyways, I do want to color in my car. I'm just trying to find the right color for that. Let's do this. And I don't know if you noticed, but I like certain colors and I stick to them even in my markers and my inks as well. So usually my daily journal almost looks very similar. So when you're flipping through it, there's not a lot of different colors. in there is because I'm always grabbing the same markers, the same ink pads, and I'm okay with that. Those are just my colors. So I rarely change it up, and it's okay. So don't feel like you have to change it up from day to day or week to week just because the colors that you're gravitating to are the same ones over and over again. Just, you do you. Anyways, the next story, let's move on to that. I did want to mention that I did get some work done that day. So what I'm thinking is probably looking through my stickers. Let me grab my stickers. So I'll first start with the stickers I printed out myself and kind of take a quick look at them to see if anything works. Nope. No work stuff there. That's actually good, that today's agenda, and I could stamp work. Routine is good because work is part of my routine. I like this. I don't know why, but I really like this today's agenda. And yes, I know this is more general, but I think I could totally use it to kind of talk about work. So I'm gonna add that, and I will just stamp work maybe in small alphas down here or something. I don't need it to be too bold. Again, I'm kind of tight on space. Okay, I actually found this really old stamp set that has that work stamp, and I think it kind of matches the font on that, so I'm going with that. I might actually change up the color too. Let's go with this salmon. This is a really pretty color. There we go. Just adds a hint of color there. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and journal and then kind of decide what the next part is gonna be about, or what I'm gonna journal about, basically. Stamp something or maybe add a sticker. Actually, I do want to add a sticker. There's a lot of like bold words there. So let me get this. I love these stickers, or it's a washi tape, and I really, really love the little ladies on here. And because half of my family napped that day, I did not. I do not nap. I have a problem with napping. People think I'm crazy, or let's say my sisters think I'm crazy when I tell them that when I nap, I have the worst nightmares. I don't even have nightmares, knock on wood. I don't have nightmares when I just sleep at night. But when I nap throughout the day, I get nightmares, you guys. So, before I take this off, I did want to cut around this because I do want to journal around the sticker. So yeah, anyways, what I was saying is my family napped. I did not. But I did want to mention how everybody napped, and I took advantage of them napping, and I cleaned and cooked and did all the things. So everybody came home from school. Again, in my little story here is I did drop off Laith at school, but thank God someone picked him up and I didn't have to pick him up. That is the most annoying thing. Well, his dad was going to pick him up, but then he told us a friend is going to drop him off. So that was a win. But anyways, this is so hard to do it with your fingernails. X-Acto knife all the way, by the way, with these types of washies. I've tried. I know people keep telling me to use tweezers. I've tried tweezers. It doesn't work like the X-Acto knife. It's so much easier. But anyways, I'm thinking of adding it here. Just breaks it down a little bit, adds some cuteness. And I'm just going to talk about how everybody was napping. and what I got done when everyone was napping. I like this. I think it looks different. It kind of stands out from the rest of the days. Like if you see this, I kind of have a certain way of adding my stories or my like journaling. So I'm liking this. I think it looks pretty cute, pretty good. I just noticed I didn't add my big title here. I do that sometimes, but I can do that later. And I do want to add a big title there as well. And it might just be Ramadan because it is Ramadan and it's the first day of Ramadan. So I might just stamp Ramadan. Maybe look at one of my Ramadan stamp sets and just stamp it there. Hold on, let me grab one. Okay, so I might just use that Ramadan stamp and stamp it up top. That way it kind of represents that it's Ramadan or the first day of Ramadan. I'm gonna stamp it black and I'll definitely add color to it with my markers. I could even add one of the lanterns as well. I'm actually gonna do that. That would be a nice little touch for the day. I can add multiple lanterns. So let's add another one here. Perfect. The nice thing about this stamp set from Kelly Perky is there's fillers. I love me a filler. So I'm gonna do that yellow and I will probably do kind of an ombre effect kind of going on here. Grab one of these, like an orangey ink. Add that just to darken it up a little bit, but I also want to bring in that yellow as well. So change that up. So we use that salmon there. So I'm going to use that here. And we're just going to do that. No need for the ombre effect. Okay, so now it kind of looks more complete, filled in. We're going to add our lines for those lanterns. And I do want to color this in and maybe add a word there. I'm just going to write first day. Okay, I just made a little box around it. And then I can grab, let's see, just maybe just a gray. I thought I would go yellow, but I'll just color in that first day that I wrote in yellow. Just keep it subtle. Now I do like to use my Tombos a lot. They are my favorite like marker pen. But I also do like my Crayola Super Tips. So if you find this, I'm not using this yellow, sorry. I'm gonna use this one. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, definitely take a look at the Crayola Super Tips. I'm done journaling for the 23rd. I do need a word for the 22nd, but I'll do that later. And as you can see, the rest of the month is set up for Ramadan. I'm really excited for it. I will come back in, probably just stamp out all the numbers as well to have it ready, because usually I like to journal in bed or whatever. Sometimes if I'm like in my craft room or my office, I'll come in here and add some stamping, like if I know certain stories that just happened that day or whatever. But most of the time I'm away from my desk, so I might go ahead and like stamp the numbers. I do want to stamp out April here, get my calendar ready, And oh, I need to stamp the days of the week as well. So there's a lot going on. So let's do that. I'm going to grab my alpha that I've been using for my calendars and add that. Okay, so let's start stamping April. Okay, while I'm stamping April, I know that April is not going to fill this whole space here. So I might go through my stickers, try to find a floral sticker, or I just stamp. Oh wait, I just remembered. I got Studio Calico's like sticker sheet for the month. So their documenter kits come with a sticker sheet with things that kind of represent that month. So for April, I think there was a rabbit. For Easter, there was something else, flowers, I think. So I might grab that sticker sheet and see if there's anything cute, and maybe I'll just add that at the top. Makes life easier, and I use my stickers. So first, let's do that. Or I might have some really cute floral stickers. We shall see. But let me just finish stamping April, and then I'll grab that sticker sheet from Studio Calico, kind of decide what I want to use. And also, by the way, this alpha stamp is no longer available at Studio Calico. I even forgot what it's called. I don't even know the name of it. I don't see it anywhere on here or on my envelope, so that kind of sucks. I apologize about that. Anyways, let's see what I got to add here. Okay, so this is the sticker sheet I'm talking about. It's very cute, and I'm trying to think. Now looking at it, I don't know if I need circles here. I need something long, and I don't think these circles are gonna work. Wait, or let's try this. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. Let them stick off the edge. I will trim them off and hopefully not go through my paper, because I suck at trimming off stickers like off the edge of my paper. Oh my gosh, I'm like the worst at it. Add that back on my spread. Let's add this blue because it's pretty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim it off first. And add it to the edge. That way, like, you don't want the sticker to stick on your paper and then try to remove it and it's going to tear your paper. So do it ahead of time, basically. Let's add one here. Like that. Really like this one too. Add that one like that. Trim it off. I think we're good. That was a good sheet. I'm happy I already remembered that. And now I just need to color in my April. And I think I'm gonna go with this really pretty pastel-y yellow. It's like perfect for April. I also do want to add washi tape down there. It will bring some color to my calendar. And it's just gonna make everything look really cute. I don't want to add too much to my calendar because, as you guys know, I do doodle and add stickers, so it gets really, really colorful. And so I don't want to add too much where I don't know how it's going to end up looking or what I'm going to end up adding. But anyways, let's add some washi tape. Okay, I have two options. This one or this one, and I don't know why, but this one has become a favorite lately, and I've been using it nonstop in projects, and I just feel like it's very Eastery, if that makes sense. Like those pastels, they're just so cute. So we're gonna go with that, and I might grab that sticker sheet again and add another sticker there, because I feel like that washi tape kind of looks like a lonely star. So let's just add this one. This one's cute and fun. Maybe here. I don't want it to interfere with my doodles when I end up adding them. So maybe like just here. I can always move it if I want to. Okay. Let's just do that. Okay, so now I need to stamp the days of the week. I usually stamp them at the top. I don't know if I should bore you with that, but you know, might as well. I'm doing this, might as well share it with you. So I'm gonna choose a week stamp to stamp in my focus box. Okay, let's do this one. I have not used this stamp in a very, very long time, and I really like the font on it. It's from Ellie Studio. So we're gonna do that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with Monday. I always try to stick to how the stamp is set up. That way I don't miss a day. And anyway, I always go through my journal once I'm done to double check that it's all stamped out and done. I might actually not do black. I might do like a dark blue. I might regret this because I like that a lot of, well, some of these aren't blue. So maybe I should stick to blue. Okay. Okay, we're gonna stick, not blue, I mean black. No, I'm gonna do the blue. This is the Harbor from Close to My Heart, and I think it's gonna be okay. You know, it's okay. Again, it's a daily journal. We try things out. And it looks good. It's almost like black anyway. So I'm just gonna put you guys on fast forward and stamp out the days of the week, and you can listen to some music while I do all the boring stuff. Okay, we're almost done. And once I'm done stamping this, I can just double check to make sure I got all my stamping done. So I do this all the time. I just kind of go through it real quick to make sure I'm done stamping the days of the week before I put everything away. Now, I also did want to mention that, you know, the other portion of April is not Ramadan, so that's why the stickers stop at some point. But I did want to mention, when you add stickers in the same spot in your daily journal, for a few days throughout your daily journal, it gets bulky in one spot. So right here where I added those stickers, you can feel that bulkiness right there. It kind of evens out as the month goes by because you add stickers in other places and stuff. But if that's something that bothers you, I definitely don't recommend adding, you know, the same sticker in the same spot, like repeating it in the same spot, because it will add bulk in certain spots or certain places. I think in February, I used these stickers that I got from Etsy. I will add that shop down in the description box for you, but I used those stickers in the same spot, and so it added bulk. But by March, it kind of evened out because, you know, I was adding stickers in other places and it wasn't just in that one little spot in the corner of my notebook, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm just blabbing right now. I'm done. I think I'm going to call it done. This is my little pencil board that I've been using lately. I just leave it in my journal, and when I need it, I'll use it. But we are done journaling for the 23rd. Looking great. Added all my Ramadan stickers to March. So that is going to represent Ramadan. And like I said earlier, I'm just going to keep it all looking the same. And then we go into April. Everything's set up and ready for me. And I actually like the blue because it's not black. And you can't really tell it's blue, but it's just the perfect amount. And that's April calendar, which looks really, really cute. And I'm done. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and watching me journal for a day and setting up April. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.